Why, hello there, Kryptonians and Utopians alike. Utopians. Shalms Nelson here from Fantastic Anatomy, and in this video, I wanted to take you guys on a tour of the Fantastic Anatomy Cyber Crib. Oh, I should have watched Crib so I could do a better parody. But anyways, the point of this video is some people ask me like, hey, can you do a video about this or that? And sometimes I've already done a video about this or that. But I realized that a lot of the subscribers are newer to the channel, so they don't know like all the stuff I might have. So I'm just going to go through and talk about each of my videos from the start. It'll be a little trip down memory lane. To let you know what's in them. So you can click on Fantastic Anatomy anywhere or search it and click there to get to this page, and so I should view it as a returning subscriber, so that's what you guys will see. Alright, cool. So if you go to videos, alright, and let's go date added oldest. Alright, so the first videos I ever uploaded a while back were these, the Fantastic Anatomy series that I've just restarted doing recently. And so these videos are like a I guess kind of more simple. It's a different method. I like the newer method better, but this is kind of fun too, so that might interest you. This, I forget, it's kind of just ranting, well, not ranting, but like just, I don't know, I think I had like a little digital painting epiphany, and I decided to make a video on it. I stopped here because I just felt like I didn't know how to do the next parts well enough, and then blah 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 blah. So there's only those 3 lessons. How to paint a land. I used to do all these really quick landscape color studies, where I would just find a cool picture of a landscape, and then I would digital paint it in Photoshop, and I had a good methodology going for that, which I share in this video, and I think it's a fun way to kind of get a grip on landscape painting, and also to have fun, kind of, because it's really relaxing and fun. Shadow face drawing technique. This is a pretty good technique. I should make a really new video on this, because I didn't really like the way the drawings came out in this, or a lot of these earlier ones, I suppose. But basically, it's using shadows to create faces. It's cool. You should check it out. Oh, it's only 5-6 minutes or whatever. Shaping character design. I talk about the square, circle, and triangle, and their kind of symbolic meaning, and how that relates to character designs. How you can use it to create a character. These character design studies. There's a few of these. Pikachu, Wolverine, Piccolo. They're like PowerPoints where I kind of break down different things, and Powerpuff Girls, I think that's all of them, where I break down different characters, like their defining features, what makes them so iconic, and then I draw them at the end and show you guys like, okay, if you draw these features, then you'll be able to get that's what defines this character. So then it's cool if you want to like caricature these kind of characters, and I was trying to get the thought process down on how to break down a character into their most basic like essence. This was a very popular video, and it's largely based on the method by Steve Huston. I think that's it. Hudson, maybe Hudson. But anyways, he's great. But also with some other stuff mixed in, and it's basically how to draw the shape of the head and the neck. Without going into anatomy or anything, it's a gesture. So, and then here's the structure. So I have in the playlist, I'll go into playlists after this, but this is part of a series. So you go gesture, structure, eyes, and then I go through all the features. And while the drawings may not be that great in some of these, especially the features and like the hand, but the information is actually pretty good. I have to say, like, I'll go back and watch this and be like, oh, okay, yeah, now, you know, like even someone who draws much better, I think could benefit from it because of the ideas and stuff. Because basically, I just studied these different parts really in depth, and then I kind of brought what I learned and broke it down as like quickly but thoroughly as possible. Okay, and then I did the same with the human body. So the front view one. Not bad video, I guess. Yet, back muscles. This is interesting because not many people make videos of the back muscles that much, I think, or I don't know. I found them wanting, I suppose. But this video, I'm sure, is also wanting. But I think I figured out an interesting method for drawing back muscles that is either, I don't know, I haven't seen it before, and I think it simplifies it a bit because the back is very complicated. I need to revisit that. These top 3 online art study resources: New Masters Academy, the Sikra Yasin YouTube channel, and SVS Learn are the 3 I talk about in here. Since then, there's been a couple more, but maybe I'll make another follow-up video at some point. But I just talk about the differences between them and like why you might want to check one out or the other, etc. This is about, like, I just show my portfolio that I took to the 2016 or 2015 CTNX and what the feedback I got on that portfolio, and about the expo in general. So if you're going to an art expo, it's probably, I think there's good information there. This is just a funny little video I made when I was doing this for myself, and then I would go through chapter by chapter, studying, the eye, the nose, the mouth, etc. And then when I was done, my homework was to upload. The homework I gave myself was to upload a video outlining everything I learned, so that I can kind of, because if you can teach something, then it shows that you understand it. So that was like how I proved to myself that I had studied this thing, and I didn't expect that many people to see it, and it's pretty cool that now all y'all guys are watching this, and we're kind of like cyber homies, I suppose. I like to think so. Simple digital Photoshop painting. So okay, so this, if you've never painted in Photoshop, but you want to just kind of get a feel for how the tools work and some things you can do, this is great because we're just gonna paint this little tiny weird dude. So it doesn't take like drawing skills or painting skills or anything. It's super simple, and it shows you how to like shade and highlight and stuff like that in a particular way. It's more cartoony, obviously, but it's a good starting point if you have no, reference for digital painting. What is paint hiking? This is my sister. We made this video. We like to go paint hiking, where you take painting supplies and go hiking, and then you paint in the woods. It's pretty cool. So it's a video about that. Talked about these ears, same thing. So yeah, I won't go into detail because I don't really remember them well enough to talk about each of them. But it's basically like a breakdown of the anatomy and some tips and tricks to draw these things. Same with these, drawing the neck, drawing the pelvis. This is a gangster rap song that I recorded, so that's pretty thugged out if you're into that kind of thing. Sketchbook flip-throughs, okay, that's self-explanatory, got a couple of those. Draw the arms, reviews on the Wacom Tablet 2. This is a good video. I don't think enough people have watched this video. It's just like the one thing that you need to know about light and shadow, and it's like, I took this color theory class, or I don't know, it was a really tough class. But that's the main thing. And she even said, like, if you take one thing away from this class, this is it. So watch that video. How to draw like Brett, 2BD Bean. This one's fun. Oh, there's a fun exercise in this one, too, that you can do to, like, make up characters and stuff. I suggest checking that one out. Practical perspective. I'm trying to make perspective easier and more fun by drawing practical things. That's the philosophy behind it. So, not just drawing like, I don't know. Well, you do start off drawing just random shapes, but then I'm kind of practicing perspective by studying certain categories of objects, and houses and buildings was the last one I did, I think, and I kind of got stuck on the next one, which I forget what it was. Oh, rooms. Rooms are giving me a lot of trouble. They still are, so I'm going to have to revisit that and continue the series at some point. Which artistic anatomy book should you get? This is just like a view of all the anatomy books that I have, and I think there's some good ones in there, and if you want to study anatomy, check out this video, because if you just like, one of these books can be a great help, obviously. Okay. Gesture drawing. This is a video talking about 4 different ways to do gesture drawing. If you want to learn to do gesture, well, you got to learn to do gesture drawing. check it out, and you'll see different ways, and you can choose one that appeals to you. Drawing the skeleton, I go over the whole skeleton simplified for figure drawing. Surprisingly, not a lot of videos. This is one of my more popular videos because there aren't very many videos on drawing the skeleton for figure drawing, or drawing the skeleton in general on YouTube. So that's pretty cool. I mean, no, it's not cool that there aren't that many videos, but I don't know, whatever. I don't know what I was getting at there. How to draw like Derek Loffman. Okay, that one's good. This is more like a chibi style. I like chibi stuff, and I like Derek Loffman's style, so that I think that's a fun video. I did a collab with Vipa Sketches. We drew this Gandhi guy. I drew it and she colored it. So that's the first part of that. How to draw Bulbasaur. This is kind of a fun video because I break down the Bulbasaur into all its different component parts. And this is what I used to do drawing a bunch of Pokemon. And actually I should make a video about that, but it really helped me start to understand shapes in three-dimensional forms, studying different Pokemon. And yeah, I'll do a video about that actually. That's an interesting one. Drawing the structure of the heroic, because that's fun. I think a lot of people who like Pokemon would really dig that method, and it helped me out a lot. Drawing structure of heroic male, I'm just kind of, I don't know, I had some like epiphany or something that night, and I was like, I'm gonna make a video about this. So this is just kind of how I draw the structure of man, which that's like a realistic hero type, I guess. This is a fun thing to do. Check it out. Draw some castles. Okay, houses and buildings. 3 ways to draw the structure of the body. Okay, I think that's self-explanatory. Easy cartoon digital painting tutorial. That's like a more advanced version of this one, I would say. But even if you don't know anything, you could start with this one. It's just longer, right? Yeah. So, yeah. I think, is there time on? Oh, is this, I don't think I go over doing the outline. It's just the coloring. I don't know. Anyways. This is pretty. This is cool. There's 3 different ways I show on how to draw a head from 3/4 view. And they're pretty easy ways, I think. So they're fun too. So you can draw some characters. Jonathan Sundy is a cool guy. He's an illustrator. He has some of his illustrations, and he gave me a lot of tips on like, freelancing and stuff like that because I reached out to him and I met him in person at CTNX. So he's a cool guy. So if you're thinking of doing this professionally, illustration or something art related, as a freelancer in particular, or just in general, because there's good tips for anyone who wants to be a professional artist, check out this video. Pilot Eno. These are just mechanical pencils. It's a review. Super easy way to draw the neck. I think that's worth 5 minutes of your time. Helped me out a lot. I have a lot of trouble with the neck, so I wish I had seen this video because it's like, yeah. I just try to make it so simple because I need it to be that way because necks are hard, man. So I did this JC Leyendecker 48 hours, I think, where I only drew JC Leyendecker things, and that's when I was drawing like 8 hours a day or something like that. So I did a lot of this studies, and these are 2 videos I produced at that time. This one's, yeah, they're both. This one's just digital painting, and like I'm just kind of rambling because I tried to do a live stream, but it's kind of failed. But this one's actually pretty good, I think, about breaking down the face and profile view. And I gotta go and restudy Leyendecker or some other masters like that because that was a good experience. 4 ways to get rid of artist block. Good if you got artist block. Character design challenges. Yes, this is what I was doing with Marcus Creation. It was fun. We were doing these. We had these like randomly generated plots. You'll have to check out his first video on this. So for each one of these character design challenges, he did a video as well on his channel, and we made the same character. So we both made a mad battle mage, but we didn't know what each other were doing. And so it's kind of interesting to see how they came out differently, and I try to do a different style in each of the challenges and kind of talk about character design process while I'm doing it. Sketchbook flip through. This was weird. I tried to do a live thing. I don't know about that. This is really, that's weird too. I just colored this guy in speed painting with some original music. That's really weird. Really weird original music. The last of 2 landscapes. This is a fun way to do landscapes in Photoshop. So if you want a fun way to do landscapes in Photoshop, this is the way. Glenn Vilpu. if you don't know who he is, amazing figure drawing artist. I mean, artist in general, but like really well known for his figures, and he's really incredible at them. So so I met him at CTNX, and he gave me a lot of like tips, like broke down his method kind of. And so in this series, I showed what he said, and then I kind of go into detail on what he said and my interpretations of it, and do some like demo uh, of it. This is a good video of drawing the muscles of the face. I think this is a really helpful one and good one to know for drawing the face. Oh yeah, so when I was making these videos for almost getting to 1,000 subscribers, now we're at like 1,600, pretty crazy, and people are like commenting and stuff, which is nice. I like to say hi to you guys. I just waved at the webcam. So, draw D&D #1, chibi part. Oh yeah, draw D&D. So this is where I draw D&D related stuff, basically. So most of them I randomly generate a character and then I'll draw it using different methods. So this one's chibi. This one is using like kind of the new Fantastic Anatomy method. Number 3. Where's number 3? I don't know. I lost episode 3. Did I skip episode 3? 2, 4. Oh, oops. The lost episode. Dang. The mystery. I thought that pretty sure. Anyways, fantasy map making. I made a couple of videos about that. When I do, I'm gonna do a sketchbook flip through soon, and you'll see that I was drawing a lot of fantasy maps. I want to do more videos about that. I had these really intense, like I was studying mountains and how they form. There are like 5 types of mountains, and I had like examples of each from around the world, and like so in depth studying these things so we can draw little triangles on it. So I may or may not do that series one day because I already made like the PowerPoints for 2 of them. It's a good PowerPoint. It's a good PowerPoint. Review for my tablet. This tablet is a beast. Spoiler alert. This tablet is tough. This video when I had fantasticanatomy.space, which no one visits. Y'all breaking my heart here. I was slaving away at that website, and then I'm like, woo, I launched it, go check it out, and everyone's like, yeah. Alright, and then finally the Fantastic Anatomy Reboot series, so where basically we're drawing fantasy characters and focusing on the head and shoulders. So like when you're drawing a portrait for a D&D character, or if you're just trying to draw like, you know, the face, so mostly focusing on that. Might go into the body at some point actually too, but that's where we're at now. And so yeah, I hope some of these videos you'll find helpful. And oh yeah, let's go into playlists real quick. Almost forgot about that. So we've got the character design study series where I talk about different characters and what make them their iconic features. Practical perspective is perspective. This one I was going to make more, but I never did. I might one day. These are the character design challenges. So here, mine and Marcus's videos are there. So digital painting stuff, drawing the features of the head and neck goes through the gesture of the head structure, and then all the features, anatomy of the body, torso, front view, back view, arms, legs, hands, feet, all the different parts just broken down in each one I made a video on. How to draw like so far there's Brett Bean and Derek Loffman. I want to do more of those though. Figure drawing, I have a whole series lined up. Kind of got stopped there, but I'm going to continue this at some point. But basically 3 videos on figure drawing. This is the old school Fantastic Anatomy series, and then here's the new Fantastic Anatomy and Draw D&D, which I explained a little earlier. Alright, cool. I hope that was helpful to some of y'all out there. Thanks for all the love in the comments and everything like that. Much appreciated. Peace, God bless, and stay fantastic, everyone. For real.